Have you ever been in the middle of a perfectly ordinary morning, the smell of coffee lingering in the air, your mind drifting through your do list when suddenly a sudden noise, a specific scent, or a fleeting shadow on the wall hits you? Snap! Your present world disintegrates. The mug falls. The room vanishes. You are no longer the person you were 3 seconds ago. You are somewhere far away, pulled back into a horrific fragment of your past. That scream echoes again. That paralyzing coldness grips your chest. That metallic scent fills your nostrils. You try to breathe, but your ribcage feels like it's being crushed by iron chains. You try to speak, but your throat is a desert, constricted by an invisible hand. Your logic, that calm CEO sitting in the front of your brain, is screaming at you. It's 2026. You are safe. It's just a noise. But your body isn't listening. Your heart is hammering against your ribs like a trapped bird. Your limbs are shaking with a primal electricity you can't switch off. You are physically here, but you are not here. You are living through a recurring nightmare that no one else can see. People around you look on, confused, perhaps a bit frightened. They ask, "Are you okay?" They have no idea that inside you, a life or death struggle is erupting. Again, for the 1,000th time, we call it PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. But let's call it what it truly feels like. A time machine with a broken steering wheel. Your brain isn't sick in the way we usually think of illness. It is a genius of survival that has simply forgotten how to stop surviving. It is a protector that has become a jailer. It is the result of a biological system that worked too well during a moment of crisis and now refuses to stand down. To understand why you can't just get over it, we have to walk through the 3-story building of your brain. At the base is the reptilian brain, the ancient autopilot that keeps your heart beating. On the top floor is the prefrontal cortex, the CEO, responsible for logic, language, and the understanding of time. But on the second floor lies the amygdala. Think of the amygdala as a paranoid security guard with his finger permanently hovering over a massive red panic button. He doesn't read poetry. He doesn't understand the concept of a past. He only knows one thing: the monster came once and he will come again. When you experienced your trauma, the amygdala performed a neurological coup d'etat. He cut the power to the CEO's office because logic is too slow for survival. If a predator is lunging at you, you don't want to analyze its species, you want to run or fight. The tragedy of PTSD is that the CEO never gets his power back. The sentry stays in control, keeping the building in a permanent state of emergency. You are living in a body that is constantly screaming danger, in a room that is perfectly safe. This is not a lack of willpower, it is a profound biological betrayal. This takeover is managed by your autonomic nervous system. Imagine your body has an accelerator, the sympathetic system, and a brake, the parasympathetic system. PTSD is like driving through life with the gas pedal floored while the emergency brake is rusted shut. During the trauma, your body mobilized an immense amount of survival energy. If you were unable to fight back or run away, if you were trapped or too small or too overwhelmed, that energy had nowhere to go. It became locked in your muscles, your fascia, and your nervous system. This is why talk therapy often feels like a dead end. You can talk about the event for a decade, but if your gut is still screaming danger and your shoulders are still braced for an impact that happened years ago, the talking only scratches the surface. The trauma isn't just a story in your head, it's a knot in your stomach. It's the physical freeze that happens in your throat. To heal, we have to learn to speak the language of the body, the language of breath and sensation. While the amygdala is screaming, another vital your brain is failing, The hippocampus, your internal librarian. Normally, the librarian takes your experiences, gives them a date stamp, and files them away under the past. But during trauma, the librarian is knocked unconscious. He drops all the files. These memories are never dated.